Do you have a crusty, dusty, and a little musty car? Or want to see one that gets clean? This is the video for you. Yeah, that was super cringe. Don't worry, it won't happen again. No promises though. Alright guys, so these are the products we're going to be using right here. So we have the trim coat. This is supposed to be actually for the outside, and it's supposed to do really good. So I can only imagine what it's going to do for the inside and how long it's going to last. Then we have our steering wheel cover that we're going to have to sew on, and this is the one that's going to probably take the longest, but we're going to do it anyways because ours is, like in this area, it's peeling, it's crusty, and it's horrible. And we have an assortment of brushes that we're going to put on our drill so we can really deep clean all the seats, the rugs, and the carpet, as well as we're going to be extracting everything too. So first thing on today's to-do list is going to be the steering wheel, because this is the one that's going to be the hardest, believe it or not, because I'm gonna have to sew this together and it has to be perfect. Otherwise, it's just, you're gonna be able to tell and it's not gonna look like that nice, like OEM style, just came with the car like that. So being me, I want it to be done really well. So I know this is gonna take me, I wanna say probably like, I've had to estimate, probably like 3 hours maybe. Just sew on this little wheel. So let's meet back up in the car and start this process. All right, we made it back in the car, and oh yeah, this thing is definitely in some need of some love. Let's go ahead and get a little like B-roll on there real quick to show you guys how bad this is. So first thing we're gonna do now is take our microfiber and some alcohol and clean this up, because honestly I just know this thing's gonna be disgusting. You're really supposed to clean your steering wheel like every now and then, you know, maybe like every car wash, just to get all the built up dirt and grease. But I've actually never done that. I've actually never had this seats and carpets extracted since I've owned the car, so it's gonna be pretty gross. So let's go ahead and see what that's how it looks like at the end. Look at this. And that's honestly just one pass. I didn't do this square, but that's disgusting. And you could just tell the difference. Like, it used to be like all oily and shiny, and now it's just like this kind of like the matte, like a more matte color, because it just took off all that built up oil that's just from, you know, my hands or whatever, french fries. But that's crazy. Let's go ahead and mock it up with the new one. All right, here it is all mocked up. Have it even, pretty much something like this. Yeah. All right, let's begin. So to start off, we're gonna grab some 3M tape and go ahead and kind of mock it up so it stays in position, and put it on all four corners, but top, sides, and the bottoms. And then we're gonna take this thread, needle it through, and we're gonna start sewing this thing together. All right, we're 2.5 hours in. Let me show you what we're looking like right now. So far it's decent. Don't worry about this, I gotta burn that little piece there, but it's looking all right. This is my hardest part right now because it just, I don't know, it won't tuck because this part's so tight. But everything else is looking pretty decent here. I still got to get this corner in. I have to get this whole section in, and I have to just tuck this, and then I'm done. So I'm almost there, and then I got to put the carbon fiber piece back on. I took it off because obviously it was interfering with me trying to tuck. We finished up the steering wheel, but my estimate was wrong. So I said 3 hours, it took me 4, only because I was trying to tuck it in this one area on the bottom, and the gray part was just so tight. Like I had to really force it in there, and even cut like a little bit of it off just so the slack could actually fit underneath. But I got it all done up now, so let's go ahead and look at the results. All right, this is the finished product of what it looks like. Came out really good. Only has these little spots right here is the only parts that really have like a gap for real, just because it was super tight. So the way you do is like you skip a loop. See, like everyone just skipped. I suggest if you do this on yours is that you go loop to loop on this part, just so it stays, you can get that extra strength to make it close up. But other than that, it came out really good. I'm happy with it. It feels good. It feels really good actually. Hopefully it lasts. But as you can see, the whole transformation of the wheel just looks way better. It's not crusty. It looks pretty good. I cleaned up all the buttons. Obviously, I mean, it got little imperfections nonetheless, but it looks way better than it did before. This is how the top part looks too, by the way. The top part actually came out pretty good, just mainly the bottom part. But link for this will be in the description down below. This is step 1 done of this interior transformation. Next we have to change these crusty seats, mats, interior. I'm gonna take the seat out because underneath it is so gross. I would show you guys, but I don't want you guys to get grossed out just yet. Look at this. Pretty sure this is supposed to be white and it's gray. You know what, I'm gonna show you guys anyways if I can, if there's light. Well, first of all, you just see how dirty this is, but if we can really get down in there, it's super crusty, dude. Super duper crusty. Like, look at the seats, crusty. I don't know. I've owned this car for about 4 years now, and I've never had the interior like actually good and clean. All I do was like give it like a quick vacuum. So I know, really bad on me, but it's okay. That's about to change in this video. Next time we catch up, it's gonna be with everything laid out, the extraction, the vacuum, the brushes, the soap, everything's gonna be ready to go. So let's get ready for that. All right guys, it is a few days later. We're about to go ahead and start the interior cleaning. Apologize for my voice in advance. Just been losing my voice. I've been kind of sick the past couple of days, but let me head and show you guys the stuff we're gonna be using to clean. Don't mind the bumper. I had to take it off to get into the driveway because it was too steep. But we have an extractor, and this is a mix of detergent and KOE. So KOE basically is like it kills all the scent, and then obviously I have the detergent in there so we can clean just for like the glass. And then before we go ahead and throw on the trim coat on all the interior pieces, we want to get them really clean with some isopropyl alcohol. And we have our assortment of brushes here to really go ahead and just scrub into the detergent. I'm about to go ahead and get a B-roll of all the interior, so like a little before, and you'll see how dirty this car is. And then we'll do a little ASMR of all the cleaning, and then go ahead and give you a B-roll of the brand new interior afterwards. So that was just a quick little B-roll of what it looks like. All the pieces, the panels, the plastic, they're all like really dry and faded. So we'll go ahead and bring that back to life at the very end. So for right now, we're just gonna go ahead and give it a quick vacuum first, and then we'll go ahead and get it real deep with the brush all up on everything, carpets, seats, and all that. I'm thinking about taking the seats out too, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, just finished taking the driver's seat out. I'm gonna leave the passenger one in, but look how dirty this is. This is just, I know the front seat was super dirty, but this is gross. So now we can officially start getting ready. we just finished extracting everything, and look at this. That's disgusting. It looks like Coke or something. So gross. All that just came out of the Evo. Inside's kind of drying right now, but for the most part got a lot of that nastiness out. It looks more faded like on camera, but in person it's like all pretty dark. Now we're about to go ahead and just wipe everything off, all the plastics in the car with alcohol, and then we'll go ahead and get that Cerakote on it. All right, all the plastics, everything, all the trims is all wiped down. I'm about to go ahead and hit it with this. Alright, put on the trim coat on all the pieces that I can find that were plastic. So I went ahead and just did all that. It says 30 minutes dry time before, or at like minimum. So we're gonna come back in 30 minutes and get a B-roll of everything. And this is the finished result. Don't mind like the fingerprints and stuff. I was kind of putting my hand there to get part of the B-rolls and stuff, but all of the dash is all dark again. All the panels all dark. Cleaned up all this nasty stuff that was in there and the other side. The other side wasn't too bad, that's why I didn't take the seat out, but I was able to try to get in there with the brush and everything. Got everything basically revived. I know this part looks a little wet still, but don't worry, that I hit it with another coat. But when that dries, it'll look just like this. And let's go to the back seat. Again, same thing with the panel, looks all good again. Seats, looking good. Back of the seats, it's a little ashy still. But other than that, came out really good. I'm happy with the results, super clean. On the inside now I just gotta match it with a car wash on the outside, but I'm not gonna bore you guys with that. Again though, look at this. This is all from the interior of this car. Disgusting.